Good morning. Today I'm going to show you the structure that will be with us throughout our model testing. And also we're going to build the representative model of the structure that will make our analysis easier and will eventually animate the natural modes of this structure. The structure for our model tests is this wooden T. It is 20 inches by 3.5 and 13.5 by 1.5. It is also clamped at the root to the table. In our tests, we are interested in the lower frequencies of this structure. So, for example, we want the first and the second bending of the vertical portion here, this torsion mode, and the bending of these two sections. So, in order to obtain this, we can go by with only 5 accelerometers or tapping points. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the hammer test, we were going to use only 1 accelerometer, maybe at this point. And for the shaker test, we are going to use 5 accelerometers with 1 application point of the force. The software which we use for the model testing is the analyzer, M+P analyzer. Before we click on this, it's a good practice to see if your hardware is recognized. And also make sure that the USB dongle is plugged in. It takes a little bit of time on the first load. Okay, we're up. The geometry model is located in the tools section and geometry editor. Oh, we're doing new geometry, so might as well do a name for it. This is our geometry, the model T. We're creating new geometry, new name for the geometry. Every geometry can be constructed with simpler components. Sometimes it makes sense to divide your structure into simpler parts. In our case, this is not advisable because the structure is very, very simple. So we are doing only one component. We'll call it creatively TT. And let's do it with red color. Under each component, we are going to list the nodes. The nodes, I usually just number them. You can do whatever you want, but just make sure that your naming system gets accounted for the location and the placement of the sensors. So as you saw in the intro overview, we have 5 tapping points or locations for the accelerometers. So 1 through 5 is an obvious choice. Then you're simply doing the locations for your nodes. So the first one will be at 0. We are going to locate our T along the x-axis. So the second one will be at 8 inches here. The third one will be at 16, all of them. And the fourth will be at -10, and this one will be at 10. You can see that the nodes are already in this screen. It's a good idea to show the labels. Okay. Now, just manipulating this window is as follows. If you hold Shift button and you move your mouse, it will zoom in and out. And if you hold the Control button and you move your mouse with a click, it will move your model. Now, to connect the nodes, we are holding the Control button only for the first node to start the line, and then we are clicking each following node. Now here we are starting again the line, so we are holding Control at 5 and connecting this to 3. That's it, our geometry is done. This is our T. We click Save, and we can also close this editor. It's a good idea at this point maybe to save our project.